Hello everybody, it's Cody with Technology Highland, and today I have a comparison of these two wonderful best-selling Samsung devices, the Galaxy S4 and the Galaxy Note 2. Let me see if I can get that just a little bit closer. There it is, the Note 2, and as you can see, it is the S4. We are going to kind of just pull them out of the box and explain what all they will have with them. The two of them. We'll take a look around the box, and then we'll pull the phones out and get to reviewing it. Now, some of y'all might have already seen this, but I do have a Things That Matter review up over this Galaxy Note 2. I'm working on one for the S4, as well as a full in-depth review of the Galaxy Note 2 and S4. I just got the S4 yesterday, so I'm not going to start the full review on it yet. Stay tuned later for that. Should be up in about a month. Maybe. Okay. Let's get started. First up, let's pull the devices out of their boxes, showing around the boxes, telling what's inside of them. First, we'll start with the Verizon Note 2. Both of these are Verizon Wireless locked. Now, on the back, it will tell you on the Note 2, it will come with the Note 2, the S Pen, standard lithium-ion battery, wall USB charger, quick reference guide, product and safety, and warranty brochure. And then down here it shows that it is an HD Super AMOLED. It is powered by Android, it's Wi-Fi, DivX HD, and safe technology. It is the 16GB white model. I think that's the only model besides black, or titanium gray. But let's go ahead and pull it out. You'll have this little flimsy little paper cover. Just throw that aside. Then you have the top of the box, and there's the beautiful phone. It is an amazing, beautiful phone. Verizon 4G LTE Galaxy Note 2. Let me just power it up. Running TouchWiz Nature UI. Has the dual split screen thing. I will have a camera comparison of the two sometime. There's the split screen. Okay, let's move on to the S4. Now, the Galaxy S4 will have more in the box because it is just a Galaxy S device and not a Galaxy Note. Now, as you can see, this very wood grain type box, they want to express the nature of this box. Up on the top, it will tell you Verizon 4G LTE. You can't see it in the video. There's the 4G LTE thing. Oh, there's Verizon. On the bottom, it will give you your model number, but I can't show you that. I will show you the model number, and the model number only. There's the model number, SCHI545, and black 16GB, made in China. Now, this does include more than the Note 2 does. This includes the Galaxy S4, the standard lithium-ion battery, wall USB charger, stereo headset, quick reference guide, global support guide, product and safety and warranty and brochure. Now, this does have a 1080p full HD AMOLED display, whereas the Note 2 just has an AMOLED 720p HD. It is Wi-Fi certified, just like the Note. DivX HD, safe technology, and Android. 16GB Verizon SCHI545. And we still have that grainy texture on the cardboard box. But let's pull this phone out. Take a look around the device. I've already kind of shown you around the device of the Note 2, so I'm not going to bother with it again. Let me get that set up to the side. And now we have this beautiful brand new Samsung Galaxy S4, Verizon 4G LTE, very mirror-like on the back. It's a very pretty texture on the front. I picked the black because you can actually see the texture, whereas on the white you won't notice any of this. Now this does not seem to be collecting a ton of fingerprints, but then again I also did purchase a Casemate Woody case, and it has like a thing that kind of looks like wood with the brand name on the bottom. That phone case you can buy for $49.99 at Best Buy, unless I'm mistaken, and it might be $39.99, but I'm pretty sure it's $49.99. We have the 13 megapixel shooter on the back with the LED flash, headphone port and IR blaster at the top. On the left side we have the volume rocker. At the bottom we have a microphone and the micro USB. And on the right hand side we have power and standby button. Now one thing that I am noticing, there are two microphones. One is for noise cancellation. I am pretty sure the bottom is for calls, while the top is the noise cancellation. So yes, this is a very high quality device. It is made of polyurethane plastic, same stuff that's on the Note. You can see they're the same material, and they both have the same logos on the back. Now, one thing that I don't like about the Note is that the home button, let's see if it'll focus, it says Verizon on it. Whereas on the S4 you can just take the battery cover off, get a new battery cover, and get rid of that Verizon logo if you don't want it, which I don't. Now the Note 2 only has an 8 megapixel shooter with LED flash, but it does include the S Pen, but it's quite a bit more. It's $300 on contract. Let's just take a little rotation around the device. There's that beautiful 13 megapixel camera. Now this device does run Android 4.2.2, TouchWiz Nature UI 2.0. Let's see if I can get that in the frame. Now, I'll talk about some of the features later in this video, but Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, whereas on the Note, you just pull it up really fast. I have not decided what I'm going to name this little guy. I know, kind of got rid of Juliet. She was my Galaxy Nexus, and now I kind of feel bad, but oh well. Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean on the Note 2. Can I pull that? Yep, right there. There we go. So now they are running two different versions of Android, but the S4 does have quite an advantage against the Note 2. Let's get started talking about those two, and we're going to start with the camera. Now, while they do run different versions of Android, the S4 has great updated features like Watch On, Samsung Video, Samsung Link, Samsung Hub. The S-Voice icon does look very different in both of these. Let's see if I can get a picture close up of the two. That's the S-Voice on the S4, and that's S-Voice on the Note 3. Or Note 2, I'm sorry. Now, all the newer Samsung devices are based off of this device. This is when everything was based off of the Galaxy S3. The newer devices are still wonderful phones. This phone feels wonderful in the hand with and without a case. It's very lightweight, very small. If you didn't tell people you had the S4, people would not know. You can actually get rid of this light feature, but no, people would not know that you had the S4. You could walk up to someone and say, "Hey, I bought the S3 yesterday," and people would not know that you actually had the S4 unless they looked at the camera. On the S3, the way their camera was set up, even the Note set up different, but I'm just going to use it as a reference guide. Yes, it is running as Snapdragon S600 or S6 Pro, S600 Pro. I don't know. I'm tired right now. While the Galaxy Note 2 is running an Samsung's Exynos processor. There is a Snapdragon version of the Note, but America, to my knowledge, is running an Exynos version of the device. So we have two different processors. We're going to run some benchmarks really fast using Antutu. We're going to do it 3 times just to make sure, and if they're staying similar on both devices, then we will not continue running them, but if they aren't, if they're just all over the place, we're going to continue running them. Let's start the benchmark. I'm going to leave y'all actually watching the benchmark because I want y'all to see the benchmarks. Okay, this was the last benchmark score at 25,303 on the S4 and 17,336 on the Note 2. Let's just do a really fast test again on it. I'll show you what the test will do. It's testing the CPU and memory. So basically what it's doing right now is testing the processor. Both of these do have a 2 GB memory in them, but the S4 has features running all the time that you can't clear. So you only have about 1.1 gigahertz of memory. Well, gigabytes of memory. Whereas on the Note 2 you have about 1.5 gigahertz or gigabytes. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted today. The full review of the S4 will be coming soon. This is just an in-depth comparison of the two for quick purposes only. But if you are going to want a device, I do recommend both of these phones. They are very wonderful. Okay, I'll be back as soon as they finish benchmarking. Okay, so we finished the benchmarking. Let's see how it did. 24,859 and 17,493. Great devices overall. Now, let's start talking price and what you're going to hear from Verizon. So, to show that, I have this little sheet of paper. These are from Verizon Wireless. These are the prices straight from Verizon. The Galaxy S4 is $199 on contract for a 16 gigabyte model, black or white, so you can have this beautiful reflective color, or you can have the beautiful white, which kind of is the same as the Note. This one does have Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean and a 1.9 gigahertz processor, quad-core processor. The Samsung Galaxy Note 2, on the other hand, is $299 on contract for a 16 gigabyte titanium gray or white model. It runs Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. So it is a little out of date, but they're updating it to Android 4.3 eventually. Now, one thing, the S4 does have a 32 gigabyte model. The 32 gigabyte model will run you $250, $249 I believe. I will post links in the description to Verizon website for the S4 and the Note 2. I'll post a link to the Play Store edition of the S4. I'll post a link to both on Sprint, T-Mobile, and AT&T as well. Thanks for watching this video. I want you to click here to subscribe, click here to go to my channel, click here to view the things that matter for the S4, or not the S4, the Note 2. Overall, thank you for watching. I want you to email this email address for any questions you might have. Eventually, when I have questions coming in, I'm going to do a question and answer segment about cell phones. But I need y'all's questions to do this. So please help me with this. Thanks for watching. This has been Cody with Technology Highland. Bye.